Uh hi chat. Ugh, the time diff hits hard. Holy crap. Bro is facing a new direction. I am. That is true. How you guys doing? Hi, Meeps. What's up? What's up, Bev? Grease made him backwards. Well, you know. Listen, man. All right. It's just how it has to happen, you know. Well, I do have things to talk about. The trip was really interesting. I have stories to tell. I have adventures to inform you all about. It's been a crazy 2 weeks for sure. I also got a crazy amount of work I need to do. Of which I am gonna do live because I think it's fun if we do some coding while we're you know, just checking what I missed. Apparently Hive did a whole bunch of things. Hive released a new rank and apparently like a bunch of like cosmetics, you know, or something, and then like you know, and then the internet's kind of going crazy over Deltarune. And that's a game I probably might stream. Deltarune should be fun, right? Chicken jerky. Sans. Chicken jerky, huh? Are you, you know, chicken jorking it, right? Okay, never mind. But it's good to be back. How you guys? How has everybody been? Anything crazy? I still have so many things I need to add to the stream setup. I kind of put this together last minute because but I've really wanted to update my stuff because it was I you know, I have like a vision on what I want it to be. So I have to update like all my about page on Twitch and add like I have like a poll widget I want to do so we can do polls in like a cool way. Yo, Eaner, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hi, Ian. How was your trip to wherever you were? We're gonna talk about that today. But as you can see, this is the new setup. It's literally connected to my PC. look, I can move my mouse down here. You can see the game icons, and then the games up here. And the best part is that I can sort of toggle this. So if I wanted to like, hold on, oh, what the heck? There we go. If I wanted to toggle it so it's just like it's showing my PC, I can show you my PC and everything. And mess with stuff there. So that's gonna be kind of cool, kind of fun. I wonder if can I? Ooh, there we go. Now you guys can actually see what's happening on the terminal or whatever. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Then I just have to kind of do that to go back into the window. Show us your credit card info. I intentionally modified my PC to automatically, if I go into here, I've modified, if I like, okay, let's say I wanted to CD into something. We can CD into Bedrock server, for example. It won't show it. And I did that so that you guys can't look at any sensitive information. And I'm sort of just gonna remember where I am. Otherwise, you gremlins would try to steal all of my information, and that would not be the most fun. All right. First things first, though. I want to look at Hive's update, and then we can kind of we can go and do some coding. The coding will actually be on Minecraft, because I am coding some new plugin stuff for a bunch of different Minecraft servers right now. And the plugin I'm making is going to fix all of the movement issues that Bedrock's having with PvP. And it's also going to add a bunch of fun little PvP customization stuff. And if you want to use the plugin, it'll be free to use. You guys can download it, which will be kind of cool. All right, so let's look at some of the new stuff. I kind of looked at the cosmetics a little bit. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. We got, what is this? Oh, it's Red Panda Buddy. We've had that before. Is this, that's not new, is it? Is the Red Panda Buddy new? Can anybody tell me? I know the Buzz Buddies are not as new. Now it was a pet, not a hat? Okay, so that is new. Got it. Okay, the thing I haven't seen... The thing I haven't seen was the starship and the chicken jockey. So, what is this... Wait, is it actually... You you can... Wait, can you fly? No, he's just on the ground. He's just a little guy. That's so cool. Wait. Oh man, the Hive. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Oh my god. Small prom. 511 prom. You guys know you know Shadow OC and the Crispy MC, right? You know those two guys. They were Hive helpers, but they were also like pretty big in the Hive comm back in the day when MJ was around. I met them in real life. The three of us met in a nearby city, and we like explored the city for like 4 days or 3 to 4 days. And I want you to guess which one of us was actually the shortest. Because to my surprise, we were all kind of tall. Shadow. All right, Jimmy says Shadow. Do we got any other guesses? Hold on, I want to look at the pets real quick. Oh, wait, there's like a chicken jockey pet. Oh, and he actually flies. Okay, that's cool. Baby Warden. Oh, he's like a little flying guy. Shadow gives off short vibes. And you would be correct. Shadow was the shortest, but not by much. The dude is like super lanky. But he's like generally he's like kinda not that much shorter. He's like maybe an... Why are your pets see-through? That's with any single pet. So the pet like normal is solid, but when he goes through solid matter, he becomes temporarily transparent as he goes through blocks. That's how all of Hive's pets are coded. Get on chicken jockey mount and fall off an edge. All right, hold on. We need to see the new starship. Oh, hold on. Speedster Nemesis. Okay, so you can't tell me. Hold on. You can't tell me that this was not inspired off of Star Wars. You can't this looks as cool as hell, but you can't tell me that this is not just Star Wars. Oh, hold on. I need to get up a little higher. Okay, so you that's kind of cool. Okay, hold on. What was it? It was back bling, And then jetpack. Okay. So you float down. That's so sick. Yo, Cosmo, what's up? From the YouTube chatters. How you doing? And Machinator. Hello, welcome. We're talking we're just exploring the stuff that I missed. We're looking at this Minecraft server real quick and then we're gonna go and do some coding. Oh wow, that is insane. Okay. And now let's look at this. Can you make... Okay, so you can only make... Oh, no, you can make the other hubs. Right, so Bed Wars hub. Will that work? It took a while, but it did work. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. Can you check out the new back bling? There's Skulk Wings and Wasp Wings. I looked at the Wasp Wings already. The Skulk Wings. Let's look at these. Oh, wait a minute. Look at the bones coming out of, it's like your rib cage is coming out of you. Can we talk more about coding? Sure. What do you want to talk about in terms of coding? I'm going to be coding something on Minecraft Bedrock Edition because there's a bunch of servers that are struggling from a recent Minecraft update, and I'm going to be coding a plugin to fix a lot of them. My B set is complete. Yo, let's go, Cosmo. Let's go. The YouTube chatters are very like, whoa. All right. Well, Skulk Wings are interesting. What do you guys think's the best back bling here? Wasp Wings? Oh wait, I didn't even realize that you got a little the bee coming out of your butt. Oh, that's kind of sick. All right, I'm gonna go and look at a lot of this other stuff later. Can you? The custom code is NA. Oh, it doesn't pop up on your screen. It's just in the text chat, huh? It's pretty bare bones. Interesting. So I guess you could just join off that code if you wanted. All right. Let's look at the coding stuff, and then we can after we establish what that's gonna happen, we're going to probably... I think the next big thing is that I want to talk about the actual trip. But let's see here. All right. So let's see. Hold on. Oh my god, Minecraft updated. That might prove difficult. I was gonna do some progress on a beta build, but I guess that's not gonna work. Okay. For BDS. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess I'll try this out first for the release candidate. But that's gonna be interesting. Okay. So there's a few things we're gonna try out here, and this is gonna be interesting. So first things first, we're gonna need to update the server. So that should update. That is gonna be interesting. I missed OG QB. It's going to update twice now, by the way. What do you mean it's gonna update twice? What? That doesn't make a lot of sense here. All right. So this we're going to need to update, but we're not gonna worry about that right away. We're going to put this in, and we're gonna test if that works. Summer drop? When's the summer drop coming out? That sounds interesting. All right, so okay, that should run. So that should update Minecraft. Oh, but it's updating. Oh. All right. That is the wrong thing to update. The pack is still okay. Where is he reading these messages? We have some YouTube chats. Okay, so we're gonna stop that. Okay, I updated the wrong one. Oh no. Okay, hold on. We're gonna need a CD. More like YouTube. Twitch, dude. Twitch chat's being so mean. Before the end of June. Oh dear God. Okay, chat. Give me a second. I need to upload it on the right freaking Git. Oh. Couldn't initialize Bedrock Protocol library. Where? Also, all of the scripts are just like completely broken. All right. I guess the first thing we're gonna have to do is open up VSC and like update all that, right? Am I leaking anything for WMCT in this file? I am not, because I removed everything. So there's just basic code, which is honestly not well optimized, but it exists for the sanctity of testing. All right. I guess that's there, right? Yo, what's up, Tucker? How you doing? Okay, wait. So this is broken. What did it even say that it needed update from? Oh, okay. So I guess we're there, right? But yeah. All right. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Oh, I guess insert's kind of an awful key to have the keybind on. Huh. We should probably set that to something else. Give me a second, chat. We're gonna need to update that hotkey. Game view. Here it is. We want that one, but I guess I'm gonna have to like actually scroll down to it. Where is it? Let's make this H. Cool. All right. Okay. Bum 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 bum. All right. So I guess we. Wait. Does that? Let's look at this. All right. Oh my God. Everything's like so messed up. What is the does it tell me what the UI is based off of in this instance, or is everything this? Because I know we've been messing with beta. Wait, why am I even bothering? Why do I care? I made a plugin to fix that. Oh. Well, of course, that would make it a little bit more difficult if I'm not on the right version, right? Okay, it says here I need to have... I need to get the... Oh, it depends on... Oh, we need to actually install protocol lib. Oh. When it updates, I'd love to test out vibrant visuals if I can use them on a server, because I sure hope I can't. I mean, we can definitely test that. we can kind of mess with it. What is this? Upcoming support? What do you mean? This did they not? Oh, here we go. We love messing with new, like, random stuff, right? So let's talk about my little trip chat. Who wants to hear about PrimeStrat's trip abroad, if you will, and how that went? Ignore this auto clicker. I used it for something else. I swear. All right. Disabling. Okay, wait. It sort of works. It does activate. So hypothetically, if we go in here, we have the initial DLL file. So if we put not that protocol, there it is. Put that in there, and now we can try it. Clicking. Okay, so do you guys remember the time we did the we did the craft mine thing, and we needed to auto click our way to victory for the upgrade? That is where that comes from. Initializing better protocol. Couldn't initialize library protocol lib. Please manually install protocol.dll to the plugins Glacier lib directory. Am I dumb? Oh, I am dumb. Glacier lib. Okay, let's try that again. Ignore all the red messages. It's all fine. So, in terms of my trip, it was a 9-hour and 30-minute flight, and it was quite interesting. All right. Oh, okay. Wait, we're in. Excellent. We're in. We're in. All right. What's the server version? Okay, that works. So we're on 1.21.90, but I'm on the previous version. Perfect. That's what we wanted, right? So Minecraft, so the server will still update, but ideally they'll keep it on the lower version protocol. Hypothetically, add-ons should get translated with Glacier, so we should be good there. All right. This won't dox me, right? Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Yep. Client version. Yes. Yes. We had a 9-hour flight there. And we flew into Rome. We flew into Rome, got in a car, and may I just say the car thing was interesting. I'm pretty sure. So we were talking to a couple of these, like, you know, there was these two these two guys there, and we were the definition of being American, because I am convinced they're like talking to each other in Italian and then speaking to us in English, and they were like laughing when they were talking to each other. I'm convinced they were making fun of us. They were. I am convinced. Also, fun little feature: update packs all. Boom. Choose dependency. Perfect. We want that one. Then we want that one, and then we want that one, and then we want that one. So that should update all of those. We got in our car, and and bear in mind, we are bringing a lot of stuff. We are there for 2 weeks. We have a bunch of these large suitcases, so we had to get this massive car. And if you're from anywhere in Europe, generally everything is a lot smaller than it is in like the US. So we have this car that is like the biggest car they have, and we shimmied our luggage in there, and we are now struggling to bring this car out of the garage because the garage itself is so small, but the car is so big. And we literally we would have these bends, these little bends here, these little bends like this, and we would be driving down them, and then like we would get like here, and we'd have to back up a couple times to get it down the next part. And bear in mind, we're like 4 or 5 floors up. So we're just trying to make our way down, and we finally got out, and we went to Tuscany. Do you got any geoguessers here know like where Tuscany is, you know? What is a Tuscany? Tuscany is like, I forget. I'm showing my. Basically, Tuscany's like right. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure it's right outside of Italy. It's like we were technically in Tuscany, Italy, and Greece, but it's like right above Italy. Also, I love my plugin because it 100% updated the packs for me. Thank you. You're so good, me. Alright, I'm gonna get a bunch of... Oh, no creator errors. Although I think they've already kind of went through. But... Awesome. So, wait, does this even work? No, it doesn't. Because we're in here. But yeah, look at that. We are now in... I think I'm gonna go and not make an admin version of the plugin. I think I'm gonna go and make that like a debug toggle. There are some I've found already. Wait, does this mean that I can use... ghast spawn egg? But it doesn't allow me access to the dried ghast, even though we're on the right version. Hi, Roman. How you doing, buddy? Are you opt? You are opt. You're fine. Vibrant visual is still enabled. Yeah, it only lets you join the server, but I haven't checked if there's a server property. We should check that. Let's check if there is a server property to disable vibrant visuals. Bedrock server. Oh, they updated this. What the fuck am I looking at? Anyway, so we went to this hotel that's like basically at the top of these mountains, and these mountain and the best way to describe this is I was basically it was more of a farm than a hotel. I think that's the best way to describe it. It was more of a farm than a hotel. Does that make sense? we were basically in the middle of these big orchards. And it was beautiful. It was really beautiful. The only thing is that like it was like so it was eerily quiet the whole time, and it might just be because I am used to hearing noise 24/7, but it was so quiet the whole time, but it was so beautiful that like we literally would wake up and it would be these big freaking like it was like the most vibrant sunrises and sunsets we would ever see. Roman, can you try to join vibrant visuals? I think I turned them off. But yeah, it was beautiful. We were so tired that night though. I remember we bear in mind it's like a 6-hour time diff. So, and we just got on a 9-hour flight. It was so hot on that plane for me because I didn't know how the air controls worked. It worked, jumping for joy. Okay, good. I made Roman happy. At least I've done something this stream, right, chat? But yeah, it was. I don't know how else to describe it, but other than it being like really, really, really pretty. You know, it was really, really pretty. And then the next big thing we did on our trip was after Tuscany. We also explored. So during the Tuscany part of the trip, we basically drove into different parts of Italy, and also just around like Tuscany. Generally speaking, like we went to Pisa and saw the Leaning Tower of Pisa. We saw we went to like a couple like like art museums and saw a bunch of stuff. Another big thing was that we saw I'm losing my train of thought here. What was his name? David. We saw David, and there were he's like he's a famous artist, and he carved these statues, and we saw a bunch of that. So that was pretty cool. It was leaning. It was. Do you want a picture? I can send a picture that I took in the Discord. Here, if you're in the Discord, you'll get to see this. If you're not in the Discord, you'll have to join it to see it. Let me find our Leaning Tower. There it is. Found it. Leaning Tower. It's in general chat. That was the Leaning Tower. That was me facing my phone fully upright at the tower. You can see all the like the people like straight up, and the tower is like literally, it's leaning quite a lot actually. I was surprised. I thought it would be like super like slanted or whatever, but no, it was not. Which, you know, I don't know if that's like an insanely good or bad thing, but it was pretty cool. The tower's as straight as me. All right. We're going to be changing this. We're no longer going by WMCT core. We're changing this. We are changing this to Prime BDS. That is the new name we're doing for this. And this will also be called Prime BDS. And we will be changing this to an Essentials plugin for Minecraft. Bedrock. To fix and improve game mechanics. Improve. Well, an Essentials plugin for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. An Essentials plugin for diagnostics and instability. I think that's an app description. And we can kind of tinker with that later. So if that's renamed, we're gonna need to also like refactor this. We're gonna refactor this to Prime BDS, and this will boom. And then right here, we will also refactor this. Because this is going to be, we're going to call this Prime BDS. That would be like the main. And then we can kind of start editing stuff in here. Prime BDS loaded. We're going to have to change our text start, huh? Because it's not going to be WMCT based anymore. But, yo, Professor Pi, welcome to the stream. And also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, chat. We're gonna need a new text start. What kind of text start should we do? Copy, paste, text start. Was it right for text start font? Okay, wait. Oh no, this is like a font. We don't want that. Wait, do we want that? We do want that. And then we'll do Prime BDS. Oh, that looks kind of sick. Wait. I'm doing good. We're doing a coding stream while talking about my trip to Italy and Greece, and I guess Tuscany. We kind of were in Tuscany for a while. Do we do the? Which one do we do? Do we do? Also, Professor Pi, we're updating WMCT Core live on stream, and what's fun is that this is going to fix a lot of Bedrock servers. It's gonna be kind of crazy. Yeah, I really like the bold one. Me too. All right, let's see how that looks though. Okay. Let's see how that actually loads in. But I think that's a winner there. We'll rename that class. Is there any other WMCT core? Oh, all of the original DB files. I'm gonna have to parent those. Oh, that's not gonna be good. Okay, I think there might be a way to recalculate different forms of attachments here, but all right, that's fine. Oh no, dude. This is not good. I'm working on the wiki right now, trying to get all the games done. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. I'm excited to, dude, the wiki's kind of coming along, though. It's kind of sick. Oh, gosh. So I guess the best way to do... So here's the issue, right? Also, don't mind my code. My code's awful. I get it. If we... Actually, it's not terrible code, but still. The issue is that if we change WMC core DB files, if we change that, then anybody that had a log file wouldn't like adopt the, I guess I could just change it and be like, if you want to fix it, you can just copy and paste it into the new DB file. But that's kind of mean. I think to avoid this in the future, we'll just literally call it like reflog.db, which is probably what I should have done to begin with. But you know, there's gonna be a lot of different things in here that I'm gonna have to like redo, huh? I'm also gonna have to redo the terminal here. How do I do that again? Python console terminal. There we go. I gotta work on making the theme not the default fandom one. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. I can imagine that's relatively difficult. I'd like to get this to work a little bit better, but in truth, Bedrock is so funky that every time I tried something different, it was weird. There are some new things in here that I'd like to change. I'd also eventually want to move the GitHub, which I will be doing, but I don't want to do that immediately. Especially because I need to figure out how we're gonna do this exactly. I'm also gonna have to figure out how exactly I compile stuff again, because I sort of forget. Oh, it's not an npm thing, right? No, but I was certainly doing that for a while. Wow, there's like so much stuff here. I'm gonna have to like Gradle it, huh? Hold on. I don't know if this is going to mess up, but it's loading. It could mess up because I did change a bunch of stuff. We'll see. Hey, it loaded. Okay, that's a big hurdle. It's not too bad. Hopefully, just gotta add a few images and stuff, I think. All right, let's go. That sounds fun. We got a bunch of event handler stuff here. We'll have to figure out how that works as well. We got core commands, events. I guess let's look at events here. Oh, we got our Discord relay. This is actually kind of cool, the way that it works. Most of the bulk of stuff here, I should have just made it more of a universal save DB thing, because now I have to go through and kind of copy and paste it all in every single like file, which is awful coding, but it's always like a hooking. It was always a hooking system, so it's per file, and I could change how it was hooked. So at the time, it seemed good. Okay, at the time, it was like, oh well, you know, it should be fine. You know, it should be good. How did I code this? Did I set this to Yeah, just grief log. That should be fine. Random questions that totally 100% won't mean anything. What WC game is your favorite visually? Visually? Visually, I really do like Rockface a lot. Although Portal Tag is also really cool. I don't know which one that I could choose. The thing is, when it comes to visually appealing part of it, I do like the more enclosed maps. So I love how Clockwork works and looks and feels. But I wouldn't call it my favorite visually looking map, right? So I'm not super sure. I mean, I love Portal Tag. Portal Tag's probably one of my favorites in terms of visual. Harby Fight is also really good, but I'm also so biased to that because, like, you know, both of those games I spent probably the most amount of time on. So it's like, you know, I also have to update how this grief log system works at some point. Season 2 Portal Tag or Season 1 SG or Eruption? Yeah, Season 1 SGs were really, really good. I forgot about Season 1. Do I access anything here? Probably not for bottom. For check, I 100% do. Let's see. Let's look at logs because there's a user info thing. Okay. Nickname I think is fine. Ping should be fine. This needs to be in its own function. I don't know how many times I repeated that. That should be fine. I think all the send commands should be fine. Spectate had a bug in it. I need to fix that. I've actually just had an idea. I was going to change the wiki background to be the game that you said your favorite is, but now that I think about it, I could probably just change it each event. Oh boy, that's a lot of work. You could, is there a way you can animate it? Can you code it so just sort of like, kind of like on the WMCT website where it kind of changes images over time? So this is fine. Does warp player if I was smart, warp player works? Yeah, it does. So if warp player fires, the sender game that is there a set game mode? I mean, there's game mode, but I don't think you can. There's like a how to I don't know if there's a way to go and test because hold on. Because you look through here, you look and see if they have the tags. You look to see if they are a valid spectating player. And this checks if they're valid, because there's the game mode.spectator, which is just the string. I don't know if there's a way to actually set someone's game mode. I don't think you just set it equal. The player's current game mode. Wait. ARGs. Can you? Does that work? I don't think that's how it works. It's not possible on fandom. That's unfortunate. Okay, so let's look at this. Is there any other functions? You can like get their inventory and stuff, but I don't think there's a function in here. Oh, there's fly speed. I modify fly speed though, somewhere. How did I do the game mode commands? Oh, I literally just dot perform command because I wanted it to... Because I wanted to be able to hide whether or not it actually fired. Oh, I had it an attribute. How did I modify? Oh, you do set it equal. So... Does that work? I guess there's only one way to find out. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, Roman, you want to do me a favor? I think I actually might need another player to test this. Oh. All right, wait. So this is the core wheel. We want this one. And then we'll remove this one. And then we can delete all of these previous ones. That's fine. So we'll reload the plugin. And error occurred. You need to take one. Okay, so did I do that? Oops. That might have been why. Hey, Ion, what's up? I just crashed the server. You know how it is. Oh, I got completely sidetracked about the whole, like, explaining my trip abroad. Alright, we're gonna fast forward. Auth helper. Kurt. Okay, it didn't crash this time. But entry point WMC core, please change distribution. Where do I need to change that? If you intend to use the current entry point WMCD core, which I don't. Please change the distribution name from Endstone Prime BDS to Endstone WSD Core. If not, please change the entry point name from WSD Core to Prime BDS. So where? So we're in Prime BDS here. I guess we don't really need that and that. But we have all these import handlers, which is fine. All that was changed. Because all this updated when we did the refactor. Live ion reaction. What are you creating? So I'm making a plugin for Minecraft Bedrock Edition that will fix all. Basically, there's this developer called his name is Vincent, and he made Endstone, and I'm making a plugin for that platform. It's basically the Minecraft Bedrock of equivalent of Spigot for my Java people. And it'll fix a lot of the issues Bedrock has with its movement systems, basically. It's also gonna, it's basically like an essentials plugin. So it'll act to add stuff like the quick game mode commands and ping and a bunch of other like stuff that like an essentials plugin would have and fix. I'm trying to figure out why the entry point thing is not working. WMCT core. There is no... Oh! Did that fix it? Welcome back to Twitch. Hi, Pang. What's up? Also, Ruska, welcome to the stream on YouTube. Okay. I am changing the name of it to Prime BDS, by the way. That's the git will change at some point. So we'll do reload. It'll disable that. Oh! An error occurred from entry point Prime BDS. Most recent call. Upload. No module named Instant WMCT core. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm going to touch grass. Have fun, Pang. Wait a minute. Is there something in the init thing that needs to be... No, init's fine. But the logs are not. I'm gonna have to go through all these logs, aren't I? All right. Waitlist. Okay, I think I figured it out. Oh yeah, I want to change that to that. And that to that. Okay. Okay. So we'll reload it. I think I figured it out. All right, chat, just give me a second. We're just gonna reload that. Basically, what happened was there was some loose string trying to reference WMCT core somewhere, and we needed to reverse that, and the server crashed. Not ads. I don't like ads. They're stinky and gross. Whoa. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, yeah, I have to go through this a little bit closely. There's like some things in here that's trying to reference stuff that that I don't like. Yeah, we got Endstone, Prime BDS. Oh. It loaded. It registered the commands fine. Somewhere it's referencing WMCT plugin, which was the old class name. Okay. I did that. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. I changed this reference so that it would autofill. The issue is the Jesus. Okay. Would that work? I don't know. Am I too lazy to just to like replace all? Because the main function here is Prime BDS. Ads are over. Ads are over. The ads are over. Can I expand this to work anywhere? And not just a single file? Is there a way to do that? PyCharm replacing an entire project. Command Shift R, Control Shift R. Oh wait, Control Shift R. Okay. Replace all, and we pray to God nothing breaks. Oh boy. Another story about my trip. Do you guys want to hear about when I genuinely thought we were about to get abducted by the Italian mafia? So I thought we were gonna get I thought we were going to get abducted by the Italian mafia because basically we were getting off a ship, and when we were getting off the ship, we normally we normally call the specific car company, but we couldn't because they couldn't go to the port. So instead we used a different company, and that different company was arguably the most shady group of people I have ever met in my life. It was utterly terrifying. I don't think I could even describe to you okay. I guess the best way to kind of describe it is this. We had to call them 3 or 4 times before they even like actually got to us, and we waited there for about half an hour. And then after we got in the car was like very dirty, and the dude was just like really I didn't peg him for this at first, but he was like very unprofessional about the whole situation. We got in the car anyway, and we started driving, and then he's like, by the way, I need cash, right? So he didn't want us to pay with a credit card, which the only reason we got this specific company, mind you, was because we wanted to pay with a credit card in case like something went awry. All of that said, at the end of the day, hold on. Reload. Client protocol. Windows crashed. Is it crashing because of Glacy or because of my plugin? Try that again. Oh, excuse me. Oh, could not load plugin Prime BDS. Plugin name contains invalid characters. A valid plugin name should only contain lowercase characters. But I'm importing a function. Glacia Brown. Yeah. But we're importing. I wish it would tell me where. Okay. I don't think it's a Glacy problem. I think my plugin is broken. And that's in our init file. I should probably modify this to utilize... Huh. I'm like at a loss. Because it does compile. Can I look on previous name? Plugin name. Wait. So when everything went right, when I tried to load the class, the name itself needs to be all lowercase. I think that's why that went wrong. Also, this is going to be the 2.0. The big 2.0. Hey! There it is! Prime BDS, and it crashed. All right, let's try that again. That might have been a Glacy issue, because the plugin worked fine. This is a pre-release of Glacy, so I wouldn't be surprised if there were some bugs. Okay, hold on. Check PrimeStrat. That worked fine. Slash prime BDS. Settings. Command settings. Nice. Slash spectate. You're not currently a spectator. Slash spectate. No players available to spectate. That's probably why I didn't catch the initial bug, by the way. Because you can modify the settings to not check your, to not check that. But, you know. Let me pass over my settings real quick. And what we'll do is we'll not check the game mode. We'll make it as accurate as the other one. And then we'll do reload. Okay, so it keeps crashing when I try to reload. And I think it has something to do with Glacier. So I think what we're going to do is, for now, we'll have to disable this. We'll have to take that out of the equation. Which also means we're gonna need to update Minecraft. Alright. One moment. Let's update Minecraft. What languages do you know? From Ferret MC on the YouTube chat. I know a lot. I know Java. I know most scripting languages. Generally. I know JavaScript. I know Python. I know. And then I know like actual Java. Java was the first language I learned. A little unconventional. Let's go through everything. So I know Java, I know JavaScript, I know Python, I know C. I've never used C#, but I imagine it's somewhat similar to C++ or C++, or you know, C or C++. I've used C and C++. I've used, if you count HTML, I've coded an assembly before. That was awful. Never do that. Oh, Thief Stealth the Damned. Thank you for the follow. All right, we're updating Minecraft, guys. It might take a little bit. Okay, I think I'm happy with the wiki background now. WMCT wiki. You should look it up. WMCT wiki. Let's go. Oh. There's two WMCT wikis, but it's on fandom. That's the main one, right? Alright, guys, look at it. In all of its glory. The WMCT wiki. Welcome to the unofficial wiki for the Minecraft event We Make Cool Things. WMCT for short. WMCT is a war-focused Minecraft Bedrock Edition event ran by PrimeStrat and Bean Rollup. Warning, this wiki contains heavy spoilers. Whoa, we got all the players in here. How do we... Oh, explore. Main page discussion. Events. Whoa. WCD Summer Break. WCD Summer Break is the... But, yo, we already got WCD Summer Break in here. This is kind of cool. Oh, whoa, we got the portal tag image. Let's go. All players. Yo, we got all the players. Oh, there are actually some players that just haven't been debuted and are on our roster, but they just haven't been debuted, so they're not like on here. Like Turbo Piggy's technically on our roster. I never knew PrimeStrat had a YouTube. I'm cooked. GG Leaped Bark. Oh, they act as links. Others like you viewed. Yo, wait. Can we have like one of the descriptions of Slater Productions just be that he's old? Like we'll have like like he's gonna have the only one to have age in here, like as one of his general like information things, and under age it'll just be old. GG's Leaped Bark. Adding that to trivia. Yeah, no, Turbo just hasn't played. Alright, Minecraft is now updated. I don't want to look at the TV. Alright. Come on, Minecraft. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, Minecraft. I believe in you. Oh my god. All right, we're on latest. Did I close the terminal by accident? Okay. Loading Prime BDS. Prime BDS loaded. For some reason, it tried to run a bunch of commands, but it didn't have access to it. And my skin! I don't like it when it messes up my skin. There we go. Okay. Check. PrimeStrat. Now I'm on the same client version. Turbo Piggy add to wiki. I wouldn't add him to the wiki unless like he actually plays the event. But you know what? You do you. Okay, so hypothetically, if I tried to do slash RMBDS settings command module is spectate. There we go. I also need to change that return message. But that's fine. All right. Let's look at where would it be under core commands? Oh no, I named it. I need to rename this literally to Prime BDS. And then change that to reload. Alright. Oh wait, the locator board is kind of sick. It's very, very wait, can I stand on him? Oh wait, Roman, can you fly him up? Will I glitch out if I get flown up? Oh, you can't fly him while I'm standing on him, can you? I can't fly while you're on it. Interesting. Can I place blocks on him? No. Ah. That is so weird. Okay. Real quick. If I try to do /spectate bean roll, you are not currently a spectator. If I add the tag dead. Oh, it works! Roman, I fixed spectating! I fixed spectating! Hey! I have stream delay, but that is awesome! Get it? Oh, I love Happy Gas, Stunt Tech Gas PvP. Oh, God. I have so many things I want to test with that. Alright, Roman, since you're here, you wanna help me test some other stuff? Alright. I'm gonna kill anyway. All right, real quick. If I punch you. Oh, wait. Tag PrimeStrat remove dead. Can you punch me now? Okay, cool. All right, Roman. We're gonna just spam hit each other real quick. Are you teleporting a bit when we're fighting? Are you sort of like teleporting back and forth like it normally happens when you're PvPing? I can't tell. I feel like I'm going backwards a bit. Oh, that's just because we have... If I spam hit you, I'm gonna hit you further, but... It doesn't really feel clunky. I don't know if that's because Vincent fixed it or Mojang fixed it. Okay, so let's look at... So that fixes the big spectate issue. I know there was like a... Isn't there like a duplication glitch with the bundles that I should probably fix? I think I probably should fix that. Duplication duplication glitch with the bundles. But I know client scoreboard actually is broken and does not work the way it intended. So I think I'm going to delete client scoreboard. Also, okay, so there's no session history found for PrimeStrat. I tied with fruit berries is a wild thought. Yeah. Agreed. So we know where that works. Okay. Let's look at the main Prime BDS thing. I know I want to handle event management. So let's just... My God. My word. Irish potato. Raiding with a party of 4. Yo, what is up, Irish potato chatters? I hope you guys had an amazing stream with the one and only Irish potato, which I have forgotten the VIP. So I'm gonna do that right now. But I'm going through and I'm doing some coding while talking about my trip to Italy and Greece. If you're interested in anything coding related, gaming, etc., you should 100% consider giving me a follow. Otherwise, you know, it's nice to have you guys stop by. Hope you guys get some awesome channel points from Irish. But yeah, we're right now we're coding a plugin for Minecraft Bedrock Edition that's going to fix like every single Minecraft Bedrock event in the history of Minecraft Bedrock events. That's what we're doing right now. Yo, Slater, what's up? Slater, I just fixed /spectate so it works on like every server normally. It's like out of beta. So if you wanted to get that set up at some point, yeah, you could. It's now can work completely tag based, which is nice. Ow! What? Thank you, Roman. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So, let me focus a little bit here. So there's a new event handler in Endstone that we're going to be messing with today, and I believe it's called onPlayerMove. And it relies on the player. Do I have to install pip install Endstone? Do I have to reinstall Endstone's core system here? Okay, hold on. Player. No. It's an event. It's definitely an event. I saw it in the code before. Chickens can now fly. Yeah, chickens can fly. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, WMCT has, yeah, Professor Pi's our like wiki manager basically. Yeah, this is coded in Python. You can code in Python or C++ for this specific iteration. But yeah. Right now we're trying to figure out what the event was called. I think I need to go and look at the Endstone. I'm getting so many pings. Yeah, we saw that. That got me, Yeah, I got that working, but it kept crashing me. Okay, here we go. I've only coded Minecraft with the Java since you know Java Edition. I love look at the beautiful emote. My age is old. Yes! Oh my god, you added that. That's awesome. Okay, wait. So here we go. Okay, get port. Breaking changes for skin. Packet send, packet receive. A consume item. Here it is. Here it is. Added player move event triggered when a player moves. And then I just installed Endstone 9.0 here. Which means if I go to my events import, I should be able to do player move. Yes, player move event. And then we will run player move event here. And we'll have it handle player movement self EV. Our future function in LOL. Our future function here, we will call it player movement.py. Oh, whoa, we're lagging a bit. Just for simplicity, what is the easiest thing to copy here? Probably chat events. So copy chat events. We will remove everything that chat events ever had to offer. Why I'm hearing noises and it scares me. Player move. Roman, what are you doing? What are you doing behind my back? Let me at least code this. with some relevance of handle movement event. That's probably better. Movement. There we go. We're handling movement event, and then down here we're running. There we go. Why is this all messed up? Am I dumb? Any clue if Bisect has the update out yet? Haven't checked. You know, it's not my server. It's... I could check. I need. Oh man, it's making me do two-factor and everything. Oh, all right. So another story while we're trying to log into Bisect. Basically. So apparently, I don't know if this is a European thing or if this is just in like certain parts of Italy and Greece. I quite literally found a penises with candy, like liquid candy in them, and then like the candy flavor would be like written on each of the balls. And I shit you not, there's just stands of them. I don't know what you. They're just there. I don't know what to tell you. I considered buying one to give to a friend as like a gag gift, but you know. Oh, you know what, Slater? I don't even need to check this. Endstone automatically updates Minecraft version. So, to answer your question, yes. If you go into the server right now and do /update packs and just update all the dependencies to 1.1.90 and then restart the server again, it should update everything for you. You can literally just go on the server, do /update packs all, and then go through the menu to make sure all of the dependencies are updated, and then you should be good. Yeah. Oh. A torture device using balloons. I love it. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go back to this, I guess. Yo, Philip, a long time no frickin' see, dude. That's why that was bugged. Needed a comma. Okay, handle movement event. This is either just going to make it so we can't move at all, or you know, we can just say yeah, you know. I just got flashbanged by the visuals. Oh, Slater. Speaking of which, speaking of visuals, I can probably delete these files actually now that I'm looking at them. Slater, if you want to disable it, plop that in server properties. But honestly, your server doesn't really break with them on, so I don't really see a huge you know, deal. All right, let me run this down. I haven't seen you streaming in a while. Probably just bad timing, though. No, I was away for 2 weeks, so this is actually sort of like a catch-up stream, so I can tell you where I've been, and what's been happening, that sort of thing. So if you got any questions for me, you know, there. That's why. I also, while I've been away, since I, you know, I've been. So yeah, that literally cancels player movement. That is funny. Okay, that's sort of cool though. You can mess with all sorts of things. You can do from location and to location. And look at all of the little things there. Is there a way to look at... I wonder if there's a way to look at whether it was... Ketchup stream. Yeah, indeed. I love ketchup. For sure. That's definitely what I meant. Alright, trigger when a player moves. You have player jump event. Item type. Interesting. Unicorn. Guys, we're getting unicorned. There's no point in that, huh? I was trying to see if that would get deleted. I guess I'll have to look at it a different way. There's a lot of things different about Greece, but... You know. Zip file connection, update permission. Let me look at the code in this. Because there is code here that messes with it. Yeah, everything is kind of messed up. I think GitHub is just flat out broken right now.
Phillips says 0-bit donation, but I have a voice.
I'm glad you have a voice. Good job, Philip. Get your name out there, you know? I have to ask Vincent if this is just if the movement is if that's like a toggleable thing. Vincent is...
Bean Roll Up says bringing back a classic. You ara.
That is a classic.
Ara. You ara. You ara. You ara.
I don't think either of this is true, but I wanted to. I kind of want to get answers based on that. But the TTS pronounced my name perfectly. True. Greece is a small country, so you're probably bumped into Midas while you were there. I don't know. Maybe. I'm seeing if the unicorn's going to get fixed. Probably not, though. Is there an event for like the corrective movement? Movement. Oh, you can catch the emotes. That's interesting. Drop item. There's some new things in there. All right. I'm not sure. I don't know if there's a way to test. Oh, I forgot that I never actually reloaded the server. All right. Ooh. Roman, could you just punch me and I run into you so I can test? The issue is that my ping is really good on the server, so I don't really know how I can look at that. I need someone who's laggy is the issue to test this. All right, punch me, Roman. And all right, well, I guess I'll have to punch each other. Oh, what the? You're immortal. Are you? No, you're just in game mode, right?
Slater Process can't believe you and TZ just had your honeymoon in Greece during Pride Month. Congrats, Prime.
Yes, Slater. You know, we were, you know. Oh. All right, wait. It's a little bumpy. It's a lot better, honestly, though. It's not as bad. I can't tell. It's still kind of shit PvP. I have to fix that. But it's not bad. It's not like laggy. And that was the thing that I wanted to kind of fix. Which is why I'll probably have to wait a little bit for the main thing. But Prime month, huh? Uh-huh. Alright. So, I guess there's also player jump event. I'll add the I'll add these, but I'm not really too sure what their use cases are going to be yet. You can also just cancel jumping, but that's from the server side, where it's way better if you just disable the input. So I don't really, that's not really like a great use case. What I wanted to be able to do is potentially cancel it when it attempted movement correction. And I don't know if it's just inherently like disabled or not. And I don't think it is. Which is like tripping me up. All right. I truthfully don't know. I guess that fixes most of the plugin issues we originally had. But it doesn't fix the movement issues. And I don't know if there's a way to like look at that. I don't even know what this means. Oh, you can get, that's an interesting quirk. You can make it fire asynchronously. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Well. Well, chat. Bottom line is of the trip, it was super fun. And we ended up... the big thing that I'm still trying to get over is this massive time lag. Because it feels like 10 p.m. for me. And it's only like 4. I'm like 6 hours in the future right now, and it's kind of crazy. I also have to figure out, I have to code spleef. Do you guys, maybe I could code spleef on stream, surely. Did Vincent answer me? That's what I thought was the case, but then Vincent hooked on it. I guess that's the case, huh? I thought that was the case, but I thought I could look into the movement event and figure it out. Oh well, that's fine. We still got a lot of this other stuff kind of fixed up, and I still want to go and handle the PvP stuff. Because there's also an event, right? Yo, what's up, Game Desk? Welcome to the stream on YouTube. Look at that. We're getting all the YouTube chatters today. That's kind of crazy. I suppose we could make something for combat specifically. I don't know if I want to do that today, though. But I could. Because you could,
Phillips says English. How do you guys say 9 in your language? Spanish, nueve. German, 9. English, greater than.
I guess fair enough, Philip. If there's anything either of you want to add, added, let me know. I will keep that in mind. Isn't there a hurt event? There's knockback. Oh, actor damage. Maybe instead of movement, I make this a lot more generalized. Let's refactor that. Instead of player movement, we'll call it. If we're gonna handle everything combat related, we'll just say player combat, and then that'll take movement. It'll handle it'll handle the handle damage event. You know. Which will take this. And then we'll probably also need to handle the death event. Because we can... Oh, actually, there's a few things we should disable here. Actor death event. Actor knockback. All these things are important to PvP in some fashion. So I think we will go and be doing a lot of editing to them. Well, we'll make basically an editor out of it. That's going to be the big update for this. I don't think they're going to answer me for a little while. Let's see, is this... there you go. Server movement correction system. Yeah, we got... this stuff. Boat movement component. Oh. Okay, so this is the correction system. After movement simulation. I feel like you can there has to be a way to grab this without like ripping out movement entirely. Because you have, okay, we have the auth input packet. We know that exists. Active rotation component, server movement. Maybe it does just not allow you to edit anything else. But then you also have this class, correct player move prediction packet. And I feel like you should be able to disable that. And as the input packet, there's a lot of different inputs you can do. I don't know if we're gonna go through all of this stream, but either way, I think I have a pretty good gist on how that's gonna pretty much work. So we can probably close out of a lot of this for now. Well, yeah. Anyway, I guess that's the coding part of the stream, right? I think I'll tell the last couple stories I have about my trip, and then we'll probably pack it up for the day. A very short stream by my standards. I normally go for maybe 4 or 6 hours. I'm still adjusting to the time lag of a 6-hour time difference. So that's why we're gonna do a short stream for now. But here we go. I have 2 more stories in mind for you guys. So what I did not tell you is that on the trip, I actually did go on a cruise for 7 days. And the reason why I went on a cruise is because 1, cruises are awesome, but 2, a cruise is just like the best way to get to a lot of the different little areas, especially if you're going to like an island. And in this case, the ship was going to be our best way of getting all the way to Greece and then back to Italy, where we would eventually like go through Rome to like fly back home. I think the craziest thing is that Greece is interesting. It had like, so there was 2 different places we went. We went to Athens, Greece, which is like, that's where you find all the like temple structures and stuff. And then you have, what was the other part of Greece that I went? I'm like blanking on the name. What was it? What was it? Can I remember for the life of me? Well, I guess to say for short, it was another area of Greece that had basically all white buildings. I'm pretty sure everything there was made out of like a marble. And it was really cool because like you don't see those type of structures in the US like at all. Like everything was made of marble. Which was also interesting because when we try to climb up to see the Acropolis, if you guys know what the Acropolis is, it's like a big touristy temple structure. There are like these granite slabs mixed in with like marble and other types of stone. And the granite, like the pinkish looking rocks, I don't know if it's specifically granite, but it was so slippery and we almost fell, and it like multiple times. And it's scary when there's no railings for one, and when you look down, it's just a mile drop. It's kind of crazy, but we climbed it and we climbed back down. That was pretty fun. And then the other big thing that I did on my trip, is we went to so we went to Pompeii, but we also went to what was the other part of Italy? It was Sorrento, and it was beautiful because there's this pier there. And it was just, it's like out of a movie, a giant crescent-shaped landmass that you can visibly see above you, or not above you, below you as you're on the mountain. And it's like this big water structure. You know, you see all the boats kind of coming in and out. It's like a true, like, in order for people to get off the ship, you have to take like a boat literally off of the ship. It is absolutely crazy. But yeah, that was all the little stories from my trip. I mean, there's obviously a lot more involved in them. I think when I'm less tired, I will be able to recall the stories in a little bit more detail and explain some of the stuff. Like, for example, the Italian mafia story. Actually, wait, there is one story that I just remembered. There was this time we were exploring this part of Greece, and I remember there was this big wall, this big slab of rocks, and this big slab of rocks basically this big slab of rocks had some of the rocks were okay. I am really tired. Holy shit. I'm gonna start over. I found this wall, this big slab of rocks, and there was one of the rocks was noticeably like a little off. And I didn't see it at first, but someone else did, because there were these cats, and these cats were kind of just wandering around, and one of the cats was on top of the rock wall. And what happened was, one of the civilians, one of the tourists, not us, but we saw them, we were like right behind them, walked past the rock wall. The cat jumped across the rock wall at that moment and pushed. They literally pushed one of the like rocks off, and the rock that was pushed is like the size of like a human head. So it falls down and barely misses this guy. He jumps out of the way. The cat tried to kill the man. The cat tried to kill him. I am convinced that cat had beef. That cat just wanted to murder a dude. It was crazy. But yeah, I guess that's all the stories I got for you for now. But tomorrow, chat, tomorrow, we're gonna finally be continuing the Super Mario Mon Hardcore Nuzlocke. and I'm very, very excited for it. That tomorrow will be at 3 p.m. EST or 2 p.m. CST. So I'll see you guys then. Until then, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Does this thing glitch out every time that happens? There we go. Anyway, chat. Thanks for tuning in. Irish, thank you for the raid, and thanks for keeping me company. And I hope you enjoyed the stories. I will see you guys very, very soon. I'll see you guys tomorrow. The better, higher quality YouTube content will be coming in very, very soon as well. And I hope to get that all sorted very, very soon. But yeah, peace out, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And yeah. Bye. Bye, guys. It was fun. For my Twitch peeps, we're going to raid. Who are we raiding? We got Icy B-Wing playing Bed Wars. Oh, we'll raid Aiden because he's doing his big summer subathon. If you guys want to torture Aiden, give him a sub and he'll have to stream for like 4 hours. Alright. Peace out, guys. By the way, add you and Bean Roll as wiki pages. I would love to check it out. Very, very I'll check it out after I end stream, I think. Alrighty, guys. You guys are awesome. Bye.